Hi, beautiful people. Today I want to touch on the topic of the feeling of being treated unequally or unfairly. We have all experienced that. Well, I'm just going to be bluntly straightforward here. The world is not a fair place. It has never been and it will never be. Not even the slightest. Be that as it may, the God, on the other hand, can be fair to each individual's personal particular living scenarios. Let's say you used to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but then they cheated with your best friend. I mean, when you first find that out, you can feel extremely furious. You want revenge, and you would wish the worst upon them. But at the same time, you have another choice. You can choose to feel grateful. You can say thank you to God, because you know deep down inside that there were times when you prayed to God you want to get out of this relationship because it was at least malfunctional at times. Or maybe your friends or family members saw that through while you didn't, and they prayed to God for you, and God received the information and then gave you what you want or what you deserve. And now that you get the leverage, you can get out finally with an upper hand. You have a perfect excuse and you're in the best position to pull yourself out. Now let's say you failed that super important exam, that you were overloading yourself in the preparation. What should you do? There are several paths laying in front of you. First, you can feel extremely frustrated and beat to the point you want to commit suicide because you thought of yourself as a failure and you give up on yourself. The second path is that you can choose to start over, kill it this time. Of course, there are more, but I want to focus on the third path. You can do a little introspection and then just ask yourself, is this path really the one that I've wanted to pursue after? What about I just set myself free and embark on the things that I truly are good at and really enjoy doing, where I have a higher rate at succeeding in it? Do you know what? These incidents only took place because God is up there listening to what you had to say. That is up there trying his best to look out for you, to be fair to you, to get you somewhere that you truly belong to be. But please know that I'm not here advocating that you give up on things when they get hard. I'm not suggesting that you should be a quitter. However, though, I am here to suggest that you pay extra attention to the signs that are scattered around in your life, and that you should try your best to grasp their meanings and decide for yourself what is the best for you. You should understand how you process the messages that have been sent to you by all sorts of parties is of your own personal accountability. I'll admit that there were times when I would blame everyone and everything in my life, and I thought that I would just swear and curse nonstop to God, to the world, thinking that I was done unfairly in every aspect of my life. But then I just hit this epiphany that all of these negative emotions, the angers, the frustrations, are all just a phase. If you're able to see the things that have been happening to you with fresh eyes, for example, with gratitude, then you will gain this power, this ability to look past these negative emotions like angers, frustrations, obtain new perspectives, and set out new goals, set yourself on new paths that will lead you to the places that you really deserve to be. For example, throughout years of experiments and exploration, I discovered that I do not look good in Korean and Japanese makeup styles. Hence, I choose to do more Western style makeups, and I found that I look better in these looks, so I stick to them. And when I was in middle school, believe it or not, I constantly failed at learning English the way my teacher told me to. So I just ceased my attempts to follow their instructions altogether, and instead I just have been studying English with my own methods that I think work for me ever since. What's more, back in the days when I still believed in beauty in one standard, I tried strict diets and exercised excessively to lose weight for countless times, and of course, as it turned out, none of it worked ever. I mean, at the time, my weight had been yo-yoing non-stop. I found myself not only never even coming close to my goal body shape, but I had also developed an eating disorder. After years of cycles of trying and failing, I had finally come to a decision to embrace my natural body shape and quit dieting and overly exercising. Meanwhile, I also started to seek help for a cure of my binge eating disorder, and now I can say this with pride. I have pulled myself out of that dire situation. It is in my belief that God is out there somewhere, always listening, so it would be the best that you stay humble and constantly look out for the indications that He assigned to you in your life. Therefore, you're better able to just stay grateful and pick up on the signs that will probably help you proceed in the life that's gonna make you successful, regardless of how resistant you might feel towards the way those signs were presented to you by God. Because quite frankly, God has quite a delicate mechanism in respect of responding to each individual's appeals. Since He can only intimate by dropping hints to you and not decide or do things for you, you should be the one that own up to your own responsibility and try to spot those hints and then follow up the lead to get you somewhere you truly belong to and deserve to be. Well, I hope my video is of a little bit of help to you one way or another, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!